Good morning, everybody. We'll get started here in just a couple minutes. A couple of reminders for everybody. If you're new to the camp and you're interested in getting an electronic copy of the IEP or the MAP products, along with finding out if you're on the demo list, you can access that information utilizing the QR code that can be found on the cover of IEP or posted around the briefing area. Again, electronic copies of MAPs, IEPs, demo lists, safety messages available electronically utilizing the QR code. This morning, some of you may have gotten an IEP, and in that IEP you may have found a Starbucks card taped on the inside cover. Don't throw away your IEP. Those were donated cards. If you were one of the lucky folks, make sure you share with a friend. Again, Starbucks cards on some of those IEPs, don't discard those. As a reminder for branch directors and division soups, please make your way to the front couple of rows. Additionally, those in the back, find a place where you can hear, you can see the television monitors, or better yet, move on down forward. There's plenty of seats for you. We'll get started here in just a couple minutes. If you are a Division, November, or Oscar resource, Branch 4, November or Oscar resource, you should be at the Lakehead camp and not here. If you don't know where that is, please see one of us with a red hat. We'll direct you. But again, Branch 4 resources, Division 4 or Oscar, you are to be at the Lakehead camp for morning briefing. Once again, we're going to get started here in a couple minutes. Can I ask all of those of you in the back, move forward, find a seat, move on in where you can see the monitors. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes. Again, branch directors and division suits, first couple of rows. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Once again, those of you in the back, move forward where you can see a monitor, or you can find a seat up here where you can have a good look at the map. This is the operational briefing for the CARR incident from Monday, August the 13th through Tuesday, August the 14th. My name is Mike Beecher. I'm the Plant Section Chief for CAL FIRE IMT1. If you haven't already done so, please make sure that you have muted your phones, turned down your radios. Any side conversations, please take it away from the briefing area so that you don't distract those that are engaged in listening to the briefing. Again, a couple of reminders: if you are part of a CARR task force, please refer to page 7 to find out which task force you're part of. Those will reshuffle based upon timing out on the incident. We'll get started now with an update on current conditions.
All right, good morning, folks. Alex McBath, Operations Section Trainee for the CARR incident. All right, so yesterday was a really good day. Last shift, we started down here in Branch 1. We continued with patrol, mop up, no new issues, no new concerns down in Branch 1. Over in Branch 2, Alpha Bravo Charlie, continued mop up, cleaned up some interior pockets, no new issues, no new concerns over in Branch 2. Branch 3, continued mop up to about 500 feet in, no new issues, no new concerns across all Branch 3 up into Mike. Branch 4, we continued mop up. We have priority slop over up there that's looking real good. We continued to mop that up. 100% was our goal. Down into Oscar, no new issues, no new concerns. Mopped up as far in as we can get. And down in Branch 5, Papa and Sierra, they continued the burning down in there, just gaining some depth and holding that current burn through the evening. Thank you.
If I got to have everybody turn to page 1 of their IEP, we continue to get new personnel to this incident. On the 202, you'll find the management and control objectives. Please take the time during your breakout sessions, tailboard sessions, to review those management and control objectives. Weather.
Good morning, Ryan Mulburn, incident meteorologist. So we're at the point of the fire where even the weather's getting a little bit complacent. But there's still lots of interesting stuff that's out there. So take the time to read the forecast. What we're looking for again today is highs into the 90s over the lower divisions for you guys mopping up down there. And as we get into the more smoke shaded areas, about 4,000 feet afternoon highs into the 80s, upper 80s. Haines index this afternoon is a 4, so it's still a little bit suppressed. In terms of your wind flow, still kind of a southerly direction, more southeast up in Oscar and Papa country there. The wind flow aloft remains southwesterly, which means it's going to kind of push the smoke in a northeasterly direction up there. For those you guys working in the Papa country here, just be aware that as the winds come around in the Lake Shasta region, you can get some of the eddies and swirls and that type of thing, especially if you're doing any of the nighttime burn operations. In terms of humidities this afternoon, down to about 15%, and then your recoveries tonight, 35 to 45%. Thanks.
Good morning, Don Mercé, Fire Behavior. So inherent challenges for us all throughout the fire area still remain to be green slopes, green islands, rollout, fire dust devils, carrying hot embers across the line, and ash pits. So all of these things can contribute to fire growth outside of the line, and that growth would be rapid and get established very, very well. In Branch 1, 2, and 3, particularly to the north of Shoemaker Gully, where there is some residual heat, anticipate some smoldering behavior. But if we do get some ventilation, some train-driven winds, because this is now a fuels and topography-driven fire predominantly, but if we do get some ventilation on it, these green areas could pick up and get active on us. Now, what happened up here in Branch 4 and 5 yesterday, Oscar and Papa, is that these drainage winds from the north that Ryan is talking about, drained all that smoke down here, and then it came around and circled right back on top of us again. So possibly the same thing could happen today, and why that's important to you is that that smoke presence or lack thereof is going to change that fire behavior. That smoke is over the top of Oscar and Papa, expect the fire behavior to be tempered. Anytime it leaves, it's going to pick up and go on us. So with that, I'm anticipating that this is going to stay predominantly a surface fire, and then it's going to find the steeper drainages, the jackpots of fuels, or the slash that is in there. It's going to preheat that canopy, and it's going to take little short runs and challenge our lines all throughout these areas. So little short torching crown runs located in here with that spotting that could go half mile, 3/4 mile ahead of itself. So that's your dangers for today. So here's what I want you to think about as this fire and you are moving closer to this body of water. I want you to think about Man Gulch, 30 Mile, Tuolumne with Eva Scheich. I want you to think about the Kramer fire, and I want you to think about the CARR fire now. All of these fires are located and have been located, tragedy fires, near bodies of water. So as you are surfing the net on your off time, right? We do this on our off time. I want you to Google those fires and look for those common denominators because they all occurred near bodies of water. Make it a safe day.
Good morning, Paul Carlos, Resource Unit Leader Team 1 with branch and divisional roll call. So as usual, please stand and shout out as I call out your name. Branch 1 and 2 supervision, Darnell. Branch 1 trainee, Davis. Division Tango, Valles. Division Yankee, Cowan. Division Alpha, Edson. Sanchez, trainee. Division Bravo, Peter. Branch 3, Knoll. Division Delta, Wallen. Division Hotel, Boyk. Reginado, trainee. Boyk will also be the division for Mike. Branch 4 resources all being briefed at Lake Head Camp. Branch 5, Lotta, trainee. Division Papa, McDonald. Suppression repair, Rowe. And Anderson staging, Bidwell. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Steve Crawford, day operations. Tony's taking a little break. So let's walk through this branch 1. Branch 1, you guys have been doing good work down there. We've got a lot of black line. We've done a lot of folks repopulated into their houses, re-entered into areas that were devastated. You guys are doing good work down there. Let's continue that. As we come around the horn into branch 2, we've still got pockets of fuel next to the line. We've still got trees that are hot. We've still got a lot of infrared showing heat over there. So continue to work that further inside as we come along. But what I'd like to ask you to do also over here in branch 2 and part of branch 3 is take a quick look at the green side. We've been focusing on working the black in. We had a lot of ember casts. Please, while the air is clear, just check in some of that green area to make sure we have ember casts. There's not going to be sleepers where we turn our back and those things pop up. So take a quick look on the green side as well today as we go through. As we come up here in branch 3, still working that Papoose Ditch, Papoose Creek area where there's still some heat signatures in there. So we're still working on that piece. Don't turn our backs on that. Keep working on that. As we come around branch 4, none of the branch 4 folks are here, but what we're going to keep working on is getting that 100% mop up on the slop overs and spots that came over on the top over there. And as we come around, we want to keep getting depth on our line up here. So if this thing rolls out, it's not going to spot over on us. We're going to keep working that. We're also going to try and cut off this peninsula over here between the Sacramento River and the finger of the arm here. A lot of that also, that safety message today. If we can stay away from the river, keep people off the river or the lake, the better we are. So we're going to cut that piece off, save some acreage, and save some heartache there. As we come around in Division Papa and in Branch 5, a lot of the focus is going to be trying to tie in this stuff down in here. It's been a mess. The whole time we've been here, you guys have heard us, we're working on it. They got a good plan in place for that, and we're going to work on that today for the next few days. None of this that we got going here is an overnight fix. We're doing good. We're on the hill downhill run on this. So nothing's going to happen overnight. The trick is to go slow and steady. We got a 5-day plan on some burning operations here, 3-day or 4-day operations going over here. We'll try and get those going, but slow and steady so we don't build up too much heat too fast and lose it. And as we go through the priorities for the day, the big priority, number 1 priority for me today is hopefully you hear the same message from safety, same message from the IC, driving. Okay, look at that road bed that you're driving on. We're not in the city lights. Some of these aren't even skidding roads. Some of these are we just put a blade on. We've got a lot of people getting off the edges of the road. Okay, I'm glad you're being nice, maybe letting somebody pass or trying to get out of the way. This time I'm okay with you being a little greedy and saying, hey, I'm going to take the inside of the road. Let's both get out, look at the road bed when you go to pass me, look at the road bed when you're backing up, have somebody help you. but we're getting a lot of folks getting off the side of the road, getting on the edge. We've had a couple of near triple 3 or 4 rolls, folks almost roll. We've had one that rolled. That's your focus today. That's the #1 priority from operations and everybody else today is your driving and keep your heads up on that stuff. Number 2 is let's keep the fire within the perimeter that we have now, and then we'll start working on some of those other sections of getting the fire in there, tying it into the lines, getting good black, and then we'll work on that mop up and patrol and backhaul and all that stuff, and then we'll get out of here. Thank you.
Good morning, Thomas Smith, Air Support. On the ticket for today, we'll have fixed wing up supporting operations over in Division Oscar on the peninsula. For rotor wing today, we have 9 water dropping helicopters, 5 Type 1s, 2 Type 2s. We'll also be doing some aerial ignition on this north side. Guard 841 will be your 24-hour air rescue. Infrastructure-wise, we have moved Sky Ranch and relocated up here to Mountain Gate to better support the north side of the fire. We still have Weaverville and Trinity MRB. We have shut down Ono MRB entirely. As always, order aircraft appropriately, air to ground, monitor it efficiently and effectively. Thank you.
Good morning, Bronco Carter, Safety Officer for Team 1. Today you're going to have 8 safety officers assigned to the incident. 2 will be on a 12-hour shift. The rest will be a 24-hour resource. We're going to have line safeties dedicated to support Division Oscar. You heard operations talk about your biggest hazard out there today, is driving. All right, so I'm going to sign his task book off for sitting next to you because he helped me out there. But in all seriousness, driving is going to be your #1 hazard. So what I'm asking you guys to do is to limit your exposures, limit your distractions as you're driving back and forth on and off the line. Snags is going to be your next biggest hazard. So make sure you're out there walking the line that you're working in, identifying those hazards, those snags, and then making them known where they are. So the other resources are mindful about the area they're working in. You guys have a good shift.
Good morning, Justin Wynn, Cal Fire Team 1, medical unit leader. By a show of hands, how many people have the laminated line emergency card? All right, great. We have about 300 more out there today. They'll be out your division breakouts. If not, come by the medical unit leader trailer. We have more. In your IAP, page 40 is the 206, but we've also added the line emergencies on page 6. This can help you fill it out when you call in the line emergency. On this, it says chief complaint. We don't need to diagnose. You'll also hear us ask for a strike team number, an E number. Please, no names of the patient over the radio. And also, again, chief complaint only, nausea, vomiting, chest pain, possible broken leg. Please don't diagnose over the radio. On the incident today, we'll have multiple line medics out. We have 2 ambulances today, one in Lewiston, one in Lakehead. And if you have any questions, please get a hold of me. My number is on the top of the 206. Thank you.
Good morning, Tom Webb for Logistics. Hey, today's fun fact. 90,000 lunches we've handed out so far on the incident. That's 3,000 calories a lunch. That's 270 million calories you guys have consumed on this fire. For today, for communications, there's no change to that plan. The communication shop's open until about 1900 hours to assist you. For supplies, we don't identify any equipment in the fire area. And if the ability to backhaul it, please get it backhauled, but actually ask for division approval before you do that in case they need it. For any pumps and tanks that are out there, please get us a Latin long, get that again back to your divisions so that we know where they're at. If anything that's burned up, we would go ahead and try to collect that to any hose, bring back any couplings, and have your line orders in early for us so we can supply your needs. Have a safe trip. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Debbie Carlisi, and I work here on the Shasta Trinity Forest. So I want to personally thank all of you for being here to help get this fire out. If you turn to page 49 of the IAP, the fire is at 2,029.76 acres, and it's 61% contained, so thank you. Also on page 49, you'll find the CAL FIRE social media policy, and if you'll read that, that would be great. I have Zebulon Marshall Jutzel and Peter Lyle Hollingshed. If you guys are here in camp, we need you to come to the PIO trailer, and it'll be worth your while. Also, if you've lost something, we do have a big lost and found box, so come and see us. Thank you.
Couple of quick messages before we go to final comments. On page 44, you'll find the finance section message. Please refer to that. If you have any needs, you can find finance in the Fasara Hall. Please reminders to those division soups. Return in your shift tickets, and all of you that are drawing water, please return your water use reports to the Fasara Hall at the completion of your shift. Today at 10 hours, there will be a cooperators meeting in the Shasta Hall. Additionally, if you are demobbing, please see the message on page 50. If you are a trainee, please make sure you're checking in with the training tech spec located in Fasara Hall. We have over 265 trainees on the incident. Additionally, there's an archaeological message on page 52. At the completion of the briefing, please make sure you're reporting to your breakout area promptly. Division Soups, please make sure you're taking roll call and downloading that information with Deputy Ops. Again, Division Soups, this is a cost apportionment fire at the completion of your shift. Please see cost apportionment and download. Unassigned resources, at the completion of the briefing, please report to your left, my right. Final comments from our Unified Commander.
Good morning, Greg Bertelli, Incident Commander Trainee, Team 1. Everybody's getting the upper hand on the fire, as mentioned, because of the work that you've been doing. Number one message, and I don't want it to become white noise, is safety. I want your goal today to go out there and not have an accident, not have an injury. I know there's a lot of moving parts. We've got aircraft flying, we've got a lot of resources on the roads with the public and on dirt roads. That being said, look twice, do the walk around, do what you need to do to ensure that, I think we're okay. No, take the time to get out, and if you're going to pass vehicles, whatever it might be, take that extra time to make sure that we don't have an accident, we don't have an incident. That's number one. Because your safety, that's the priority. And if there is an accident, that takes away from us being effective and efficient. So please go out there today, take that extra time, look twice, because I know we're all getting tired, but do those mitigating factors. Have a good shift, have a safe shift, and see you tomorrow.
That completes our briefing. Once again, please report to your breakout areas. If you are an unassigned resource, please check in at the unassigned table to my right, your left. Thank you.